Welcome back to Southern Extreme TV, baby. First of all, I want to start the video off by apologizing that I did not post any videos last week. I'm heartbroken about it, but I've got a good explanation. The previous weekend, I had a bachelor party that I had to go to for Labor Day. Didn't get to do any filming there, and then while I was down there, I come up with a little bit of a head cold. And I've been fighting this head cold, coughing and spitting and just going crazy all week. So I'm trying to get better because today, this morning, is opening day of deer season here in my home state of North Carolina. So I am super jacked about this morning, guys. Well, there's a good chance we're going to see some deer. Don't know if we're going to see any good deer at this spot. The one spot I wanted to go to, those deer started showing up right around 5:30, and they were staying there until about 6:30. So I didn't want to risk bumping those deer early in the morning. So I'm going to leave it for an afternoon spot. This morning I'm going down to my property. If we see a good mature doe, I'm going to harvest her. But there are a couple decent bucks that are showing up on camera down here, so we have a good chance of seeing one of those guys. Man, I'm just super jacked. Thank you for hanging out with me today. So I'm going to shut the heck up. I'm about to hop on the Honda Rancher 4x4, and we're going to run down to the bottom, get everything set up, and wait to sling an arrow, baby. We are here in my home state of North Carolina. I am super pumped, guys. It's opening day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm fighting this kind of head cold thing, and it is just wearing me out. I've been dragging all week. The season is finally here, and I cannot be more excited. We've got some decent deer on camera out of this spot, and a lot of does. So, if we get a good mature doe to come in, we'll take a shot at her. But there's a couple bucks in here as well that's on the hit list. They're not huge bucks, but they're above average bucks for this piece of property. I have other properties here in the county that I probably wouldn't shoot them, but here off this property they're shooters, so if one of them makes an appearance, hopefully, I'm gonna let that arrow fly, baby. Well, guys, we haven't seen anything yet. A couple of squirrels running around in behind me. But other than that, it's been really, really quiet. I haven't heard anything from Dad yet, so I don't know if he's seen anything. He's hunting a separate property. We've got a really nice 8-point on camera, so that's the deer that he's going after. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful morning though. It's not too hot, and the temperature has actually dropped a little as the morning has started. We're kind of on a pre-front basis. We've got scattered thunderstorms being called in for this afternoon, and it's supposed to rain all through the night into tomorrow morning. So I'm thinking mid-morning today and early this afternoon, it's going to be good. I'm going to be hunting a different property this afternoon, where I've got a big 12-point and a big 6-point on camera, and a couple other nice deer, but those are the two that are consistently at that spot. But I'm hoping I can get it done this morning and not have to worry about that. Well, I think the morning hunt is over. Haven't seen anything. Dad texted me and said that he's seen 2 does and a little one. Said he didn't pull the trigger on any of the does, so hadn't heard from my uncle either. I'm assuming he hasn't shot because he's hunting the same property that my dad is. And they're hunting pretty close together, so they'd have been able to text and tell each other if they had shot. It's just a beautiful, beautiful morning. You know, I haven't seen anything, but it's just so nice to finally be able to get back out here in the woods and sit in the peace and quiet. You know, I can't tell you how nice that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb down, get all my stuff out. Gonna be back here, not here this afternoon, but another piece of property this afternoon, going after a big boy. So gonna be chasing a buck this afternoon. Tomorrow morning, going to a piece of property. Hopefully, if I can get a stand put up there midday today, I'm gonna hunt there tomorrow morning. Got a lot of does there and one really good buck, so it's gonna be kind of a split mission between doe management and shooting a big buck. So a lot of things happening this weekend. I'm super excited. Thank you for hanging out with me. Alrighty, baby. It is the afternoon of opening day of archery season here in North Carolina. Hopefully you guys didn't skip forward. If you guys hung out with me this morning, you know I didn't see anything. It's kind of rough. Dad seen 5. He ended up seeing 2 more deer after I'd already got down out of the stand. So I'm gonna be making a move this afternoon. Originally I was gonna hunt one piece of property, and I've changed my mind. The reason being is I've got another piece of property that I was planning on hunting tomorrow morning that I don't have a stand set up. My original plan was I was going to take a climbing stand in, but rather than doing that in the dark and potentially running some deer out, I'm going to go to a piece of property, pull a ladder stand out of a tree, and I'm going to carry that ladder stand in with me this afternoon to that place. And I'm planning on hunting tomorrow morning, and I'm going to go ahead and hunt it this afternoon just to see what's moving through. And if a doe comes through, she is going to get whacked. It's going to be a good trip. Got a little work to do. It is currently 4:20, not quite 4:30. It's about 4:24. So I've got a lot of work to do, and it's a little bit of a drive to this other property that I'm going to be taking this stand. So I'm going to have to shut up, and we are going to boot, scoot, and boogie. Get it on. Got to get it going. So let's load the old COYOTE up, and let's go shoot a deer, baby. Got the stand loaded up in the back of the truck, covered in ants. It was like an ant nest on the inside. So got it squared away. I need to take a look at the ratchet strap. It seems to be in decent condition. So I'm going to use this ratchet strap again. It's only a year old, so I'm going to take it, strap everything down, get over here to this property and get everything set up. It's 4:42, so we're making good time. If my goal was to be set up in the tree, nice and comfortable, with my shirt and clothes changed, sprayed down with some cover scent by 5:30 with all the camera gear and everything. So we'll see if I can get it done, but I don't know. Let's go and get a move on it. Alright guys, so went in and got everything squared away. I went in and pieced the stand together just because I think I'm going to be able to carry it a lot quieter through here. I've got a pretty good trail, so it's not real thick. where I'm going to be carrying this stand, so I'm going to be able to maneuver it pretty decent. So just going to pick it up midways, so that way it's kind of somewhat light. These ladder stands are not really heavy, so I think I'm going to be able to slide down here and get set up without disturbing a whole lot. So keep those fingers crossed, baby. Let's get in here nice and quiet, and hopefully a big old mature doe, or maybe a big old 8-point that I got on camera is going to make an appearance tonight. Well, guys, I'm set up and I am drenched in sweat. It's 91 degrees, but it is just dead calm in here. No wind stirring, which this afternoon is probably a good thing. I got set up in my stand. There's only a little bit of corn left. I put corn out on Thursday. Today is Saturday. I put 50 pounds out, and these deer have just annihilated this corn. So I know these deer are staying close by. The original tree that I had planned on putting this ladder in had a big crook in it, right where my seat was going to go. So I had to find an alternate tree. So I found this pine tree. It's got good cover around it, but I'm pretty open on my left side. But judging by the trail camera pictures, I think a lot of these deer are coming from the left. Coming from probably about I'm gonna say my 10 o'clock and coming up. Got a couple good lanes to my left and a couple good lanes to my right. I don't really have any good lanes straight in front of me, which I'm a little worried about, but it's kind of what happens whenever you come in here to throw a stand up. So I got to get this harness off, change my shirt. I'm going to wipe down, try to get as much sweat off of me as I can, put my camouflage on, spray down with some cover scent. It is 5:45, so it took me 1 hour to go to a property, pull down a stand, drive 20 minutes to another property, and put a new stand up. So that's pretty good timing, in my opinion. Still got a lot of daylight left with it being early in the season. So opening day, let's hope that this hard work and all this sweat is going to pay off this afternoon. So we'll see what happens, guys. When it's this hot out, guys, no amount of cover spray, scent killer, soap, deodorant, no amount of that stuff can cover your scent for a deer. But if you can do little things to try to help your case, spray down with what you got, every little bit helps. They might not be foolproof, but just that little extra touch, that little extra effort might just be the difference between that deer hanging up and that deer coming in 20 yards closer for you to get a shot. And that's important. I'm not endorsing any kind of cover scent or spray, but you guys need to find something that you're confident in, something that you believe in. Nowadays at the market, just about all of them at least do something. And you need to do everything you can to control your scent, especially early season like this. Because it's hot and your scent is going to travel and your scent is going to linger a lot longer than it does in the winter. Wash your clothes, spray down, and hopefully you can be successful. to give you guys a time check. It's 10 minutes after 7. I still haven't seen any deer. One squirrel. But it's about that time for these deer to start showing up. We've been getting a lot of pictures a little after probably 6:45 to 7. But the majority of our pictures are after 7. From 7 to 8. That's when it seems like in this area those deer are in front of the trail camera. Now typically when they're in front of the trail camera, they're usually on their feet and moving. Obviously well before that time. It's deathly quiet in here right now. No wind, nothing moving. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to hear these deer coming. If they come from my left and I can't hear them coming, they're going to be right on top of me. And it's going to be very tough to get ready. Now that I'm elevated, I can actually see a lot of deer droppings right here below my stand on a trail. There's 2 big buck turds. A buck turd will be real big and clumped up. The bigger it is, the bigger the buck is. A doe will be just small little droplets that look like chocolate covered raisins. But a buck will be real big and clumped up. One clump right here on my right and another clump right here to my left. So these deer are obviously moving left or right across this hardwood ridge. I've got a creek down here to my left. Got some thick stuff to my right. With this being my first time hunting this property, I really don't know where these deer are bedding at. I would like to say that they're bedding down towards the creek, but there's a couple of houses over that way as well, so it's not really that quiet. But kind of about my 2 o'clock, there's some thick stuff that meets a creek. My guess is that's where they're bedding at. My guess is that they're walking up the hill, getting level with about where I'm at, and then walking across and feeding across these ridges on these acorn trees that are dropping early. That's my guess. Not gonna know anything until I start seeing some deer movement through here. Just gotta hope it's the right deer. Well, that is going to conclude opening weekend of archery season. And I'm going to give you, just be honest with you guys, this is probably the first time that I have ever hunted all day Saturday and all day Sunday opening weekend and not seen one deer. So it wasn't that eventful, but I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here at Southern Extreme TV. It means the world. My goal is to build this thing to 100,000 subscribers. I want to get that silver play button that they send out to channels whenever you get that many subscribers. And the only way I can do it is with you guys liking, sharing, and subscribing to all my stuff. So if you enjoyed kind of hanging out with me today, be sure to hit that subscribe button right here in the top left corner. It's getting ready to come up. So thank you again for watching Southern Extreme TV. I will see you guys next time.